Hello, welcome to beboldmediaco. And today I wanted to talk about when doubt shows up when you're just about to post something online for your soul-led business. What do you do in the scenario that your throat is feeling really blocked and heavy? How do you move through that? How do you keep staying consistent? And how do you post the post? So step number one is first acknowledging that you might be feeling a little bit of doubt before you're posting. You may have recorded something already, or maybe you're just about to hit the record button and you're like, oh, who am I to speak about this? Who am I to talk about this topic? But the thing is, you are an expert at your own life. So a good indicator of when you are out of alignment is when you're talking about someone else's life or someone else's story of what they've overcome. If you are talking about your own life experience and what you've overcome and what it taught you and how you got to your medicine, you need to stop doubting yourself because you've lived through that experience and you have that wisdom to share of why you are doing the work that you're doing because you went through X, Y, and Z. So this should be really a way to look back, like, am I out of alignment? And if I'm out of alignment, okay, I'm talking about someone else's life, or it's not something that is mine to share, right? So step number two, if you reclaimed your power by looking at that you're talking about your own story and how your medicine has helped you get out of sticky, stuck situations and why you do the work that you do. Can you guess what step two is going to be? Is going to be practicing your expression online. You're going to have to keep speaking to the camera. You're going to have to keep moving through it. And you might not even get any likes. You might not even get a comment. You might not get any validation. But the key is to validate yourself first. How can you be present with your own content that you're going to post for your business? If you cannot even be confident or present with your post, what makes you think that someone else is going to want to listen to it? And maybe they do listen to it, right? And they do get moved by it. But how can you stop wanting external validation? Because I guarantee you, it does not happen right away. You're going to have to keep going, even when it doesn't feel like things are moving or happening. And it's important to come back to your why. Your why has to be so strong that it does not matter if someone sees it or doesn't see it. You have to be really anchored in your own truth, in why you are doing the work that you're doing. Practicing your expression online is great, but how can you allow yourself to be seen even more? And this is a twist that I'm going to bring in. What's your hidden talent? And oftentimes it's something that you have a background in. Maybe you were a freaking crazy dancer, or maybe you were a singer, something like that. And now you're doing the work that you're doing, but how can you tie in your hidden talent with the work that you do? Because I guarantee you, your hidden talent is also part of your work. It is a piece of you in how you become visible in your content. And this can create safety for you to be seen online. If you're not feeling safe to right away start speaking on camera, but the more that you start speaking, the more that it gets easier. And it is not only that, it's also the energetics, right? And I help my clients with the energetic piece because it is not just mindset. It is also about the energetics. Why do you feel not safe to be seen online, to use your voice? Why is that? There's so much deeper layers to that, right? But these are steps that you can look at if you are having a hard time with speaking online for your soul-led business. The last thing I want to add is, if you were not afraid of being seen, how would you show up as? What version would you show up as? What does that version look like? And this is more of a journal question, but who does that version look like? Like the person that's so confident in their speaking online, in their being seen, in their expression. Who does that person look like?